2.
Hi, I'm ERIC SHAW QUINN, and this is the dining room at the dinner party show. And we're here to give you a little background information about how the dinner party show winds up in your house, on your phone, in your computer, in your life. Christopher and I, of course, came up with the idea for the show when we write the show and created the show, but technically, Christopher and I are not probably the people that you want to go to. The person you want to go to is the person we found to help us get the show on the air, BRETT CHURNIN. He's our computer expert. Tell us a little bit about what you do here at the dinner party show, Brett.
Thank you, Eric. Yes. Well, I set up the original computer network, installed all the software, which enables me to work with Brandon, our sound engineer, so that he can keep the show on the air.
Right. You make it possible for the creative work that we do to actually go out into the big wide world.
That's right. I created the link so that the sound actually goes out to the internet and connects through to the streaming computers.
And that was really sort of the thing that was the amazing. There were a lot of people working on this process prior to your very fortuitous arrival, but there was some moment at which you were able to figure out what it was that made that happen. What was the sort of spark of inspiration?
Well, yeah, because when I came in, I found that your previous people had tried various other methods of getting
string and
exactly, a couple of cans and some string.
Yeah, a rock with a note tied to it. Yeah, we've been through some of your basic informational transfer methods.
Exactly. So I did some research and managed to get everything working together and worked with the companies that was doing the streaming broadcast and installed the correct software on the computer on our computers and got it all working.
Yeah, no, really, it was like this moment of people had created fire, or we had discovered radio in the first place. There was this there was an angelic choir singing in the background, and then you've stayed on and you're here every week with us on the show, and I know you noticed that you sit back and you watch this monitor with this.
That's right. Yeah.
What's that all about?
Basically monitoring the traffic in and out so that I know that everything's going out smoothly, the sound is going out at the correct rate, and that I monitor the broadcast as well so that I know that if there's any issues I can be on it straight away.
Wasn't there one time that we were attacked, or a cyber attack or something during the show? There was some big spike in something, some chart that you look at?
Yeah, we did. We had a bit of an attack at one point, but was able to jump on it pretty quickly, and we managed to stop it. I think.
Yeah, I don't think anybody at home even.
No, it was that we got it off.
What does that even mean, a cyber attack?
Well, when you're broadcasting, your IP is open to the public, so basically people.
Right, which was the good part.
Exactly, but we just make sure that
so somebody can actually come into our computers, or
we got software to stop that, and we got firewalls up to stop that from happening. So
I'm trying to think of any other. There was one exciting day when the cable went down, and we couldn't figure out what on earth. I don't think anybody at home would have noticed, but we couldn't figure out what the hell was happening around here. Time
Warner cable went out, and
and that alarm went off. We had
a situation where you had a UPS device underneath the table where
we'd forgotten was even
exactly,
there.
And
it was like a battery monitor.
The battery died and started beeping in the middle of the show. So
I think people did notice.
They did notice that because they could hear that.
Actually happened live on the air. That was really exciting. So yeah, it's been like a thinking man's roller coaster around here.
Yeah, see, if you're here on site, if something goes wrong, as it did when Time Warner went down, you can divert it, and we do have a backup service that we use, so we were able to divert the service.
And so nobody at home even notices. Thanks to Brett, we move along seamlessly, even though things are fucked up all the time. Am I allowed to say that on YouTube? I don't know. I just did. So if they pull this, it'll be because I said that. So, what's the biggest challenge about this job? Putting up with Christopher and me?
Yeah, that's probably yes, absolutely. I think that is the biggest challenge, yeah. Putting up with the tantrums, yeah.
But, it's pretty, we really have to get trailers so we have somewhere to storm off to and slam the door.
Exactly, yes.
All right, then. Well, that's a little insight into the technical workings of the intricacies of the dinner party show. I hope you've enjoyed this backstage look, and I hope you keep listening. Thanks.
Thank you. Thanks for listening.